Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Celebrity Big Brother. The Big Brother season 2, the first eviction. We've got the girls are back together tonight. Before I go on my tangent, we got Phelan with us tonight. Yay!
Yay!
And Deb. And yay, you get clapped too. I just want to say before we even really get into it, it's like I said on Twitter, Finley, my cat, has buried turds with more of a twist in his litter box than this mooch twist. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. I'm beyond pissed. I feel like it was a cover up. I'm not happy about it. I don't know how
exactly where to begin. I call bullshit, CBS bullshit.
It's definitely, oh my God. We've got Thomas the Talker in the chat and Jared, hello. I don't know, ladies, I'm kind of speechless. I'm kind of pissed. I feel like it's a slap in the face to the real hardcore fans of this show. Oh, hello, everyone. Say hi to my mom, June Edwards, in the chat.
Hi, Mom, Jude Edwards.
And Benita's in there. I'm just beyond pissed off because I feel like, again, this is a slap in the face to the hardcore fans of Big Brother and Celebrity Big Brother, where you have a high profile former White House employee brought on the show for what? For what reason, ladies? Back me up. What was the point?
I think that they wanted to bank on the Omarosa sensation from season 1, and they thought it was kind of delivered to us on a platter that was covered, and we thought we were going to get all the juicy Omarosa White House tidbits that was delivered to us last year that was like succulent, made your mouth kind of water, and made like national headlines. So they sort of dragged him in, put him on the platter, and then when they took it off, it was like a roasted chihuahua instead of like a succulent duck. And we were all left going, what the fuck is this?
So I sent it back to the kitchen.
Get this shit away from me. Like everything he said then was practice, rehearsed, and all that stuff. Like that was not what I wanted. That was not what I was looking forward to. And I was really looking forward to see how the mooch played out.
Me too.
That was like a big thumbs down for me. Totally disappointed.
Yeah. And there were
hard it is to disappoint somebody in a wig.
Just saying. There were other people that could have taken that spot, just saying.
Phelan, I wish I'd worn my stunt hair tonight. I mean,
there's a little part doing a trick right here.
Listen, I've got baby hair. There's more twists in my baby hair than the mooch twist. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, that baby hair is going to drive you to drink. My God, she's been playing with it for 5 minutes.
That's right. I think that I really am disappointed. I feel like the mooch was a big letdown for me. That was probably, and we're only so this is our 3rd episode, 4th, and it was such a cataclysmic letdown for so early on, and then to not only lose the mooch, who I had like really high hopes for and was super excited to watch, and I was going to like be like that little old next door neighbor who has her like glass to the wall and is listening for all the whispers in the other room. That's what I would have been. Now I lost him and the cardboard cutout gay in one fell swoop. Don't know what to do. I know Tyler's got to be somewhere retching. He's got to be so devastated right now that he can barely stand upright. I mean, that really melted his bucket of Skittles, bitch.
I mean, we're stuck with Joey Lawrence.
Lawrence. If I hear one person go, whoa, I swear to God, I'm going to rip every last one of my real hairs out.
He won't say whoa on the show, but he'll throw Blossom into his eviction speech.
Can we talk about what I saw on the feeds this week?
What did you? Oh, yes.
I saw Joey Lawrence blow drying his bald head. What the hell are you blow drying? You're bald.
I literally almost pissed myself, which really isn't hard to do, so this isn't saying much. But here's the thing. We talked about this on Wednesday night show, how he's got nothing up there but sod, and he's penciling it in with fucking Sharpie. And I was like, what? You're like, what the hell is he doing? I go, he's drying the Sharpie. listen to this. Somebody commented on that. Deborah, did you see someone straight faced, not joking, said, "Oh, well, he puts a lot of lotions on his body and he has to dry it after each one so he can add another."
Oh,
The fuck?
fuck.
That don't make no damn
Well, he is pretty
sense.
shiny. He is like disturbingly shiny.
Do you think so he's bald. Do you think that he's like, it's just a matter, I don't know a lot of bald people. Do you think is it about grooming your follicles?
If you're bald,
If you're balding, you don't want to blow dry your hair because you're running the risk of losing more.
Like, look, you could fry your follicles, couldn't you?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
you're
know
drying
either.
out your scalp. So,
Maybe he's looking to get an endorsement from Hair Club for Men or something. I don't know. Because Joey Lawrence has come across to me as somebody who is the most inconsequential member of the house so far.
God, he's like
Like
wallpaper.
he's kind of invisible to me. Did he have any screen time tonight? Did
No.
anybody talk to Joey Lawrence?
I took a screenshot of him looking at himself in a mirror.
Okay, well, that sums it up then, doesn't it? That
That's
really
about
sums
it.
up what we can expect from him.
He told Jonathan that he recorded a goodbye message for him, that he was going to see it.
Shady.
A goodbye message for you, and you're going to see it.
So shady.
Jeez. Well, we got people in the chat. Kandi probably thinks that the one vote came from Tamar. Probably someone said it's that spray hair, and somebody Julie was straightforward with Jonathan and why. Yes, Julie was vicious tonight with Jonathan when he left. She freaking called him a liar.
Yes, she did.
Miss
She
Moon?
absolutely did.
Holy
I know
crap!
somebody who works out at your gym.
Did you talk about Jonathan's speech though? How he was saying how he was aligned with everybody. He was on everybody's team. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude?
Do you want to know something about being on a team? You let everyone on the team know the plays you're making. You don't leave them out. Maybe if you'd let some of your female teammates know what the fuck was going on, you might still be in the house, Jonathan.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Do you know, though, if you remember the last show that we did together, he said, when we were talking about Jonathan, I said, I feel like he's going to go in there and play really fast and really hard and like just pop too soon. And y'all were talking about how he had been seen getting coached and was hanging out with old Big Brother players and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't think you can prepare for a Big Brother. It's far too volatile and unpredictable.
Whoa, who's feedbacking?
Deborah.
Deborah.
That was me.
Deborah. It was Deborah.
I'm switching screens to check to see if the comps started, but it has not.
I believe that Jonathan went in there with the greatest of expectations, and I think Tamar nailed it when she said he's walking around here too confident, and when you do that, that paints a bullseye right on your back.
100%. I thought for sure Kandi looked like she thought she was going home, and then when Julie said that Jonathan was evicted, he kind of did that. Okay, dear
I'm from Mean Girls. I was on Mean Girls.
Ryan was shocked.
He was shocked, but Ryan's probably shocked to hear that 1 + 1 = 2. I mean,
right?
Dumb
Seriously,
as a rock.
Just call it.
He's a brick. He's a brick, Allison.
He's a brick. He is, and he's the liar. Oh God, I can't wait till he gets evicted. Because Julie loves them liars. So much went on in this episode. Okay, so let's address the other elephant in the room. But
Kaylin's hair.
Kaylin's hair. Kaylin's hair is, remember the mullet he had during the O.J. Simpson trial?
Yes.
Flowing locks of hair.
Yep. At least at the back.
Right. And now it's kind of doing the I don't know, minivan mom hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I speak to the manager hair?
It's a bit of like a porcupine who tried to bleach its anus, but just had a spill. It was like it went everywhere. It's like
really
an accident.
choppy.
That was the next thing I was going to say.
Exactly.
It's really choppy, like you got a haircut from a goat or something, like a goat.
It's all wrong. And I'm thinking, why the hell? Number one, he's also somebody who hasn't really made too much of an impact. But I have to say early on, that's really, really good. It's smart to kind of lay low and not want to be like, you don't want to rise to the surface too early. It's kind of like having sex for the first time. When you blow your wad too soon, you get a terrible reputation. Shit, your mom's watching. So sorry, Miss Edwards.
Oh, anyway. Honey, listen. My mom has heard it. My mom, seriously, you couldn't offend my mom saying shit. Trust me.
Well, I mean, at least not shit. Every time I see a commercial for gastric colitis, I think of you anymore. It makes sense. And they had one on this episode. I'm like, oh, Allison. Anyway, so he tries to remain like, I think he's playing a good game though. He's not going totally invisible, but he's staying way under the radar. He's the only person who hasn't walked to anybody and tried to strategize. I really feel like Lochte, Ryan, is going to burn out super fast. Lolo is playing super fucking messy, but I love it.
She's going to throw Ryan's ass on the block because Ryan should have thrown her up on the block. He really should have.
And he realized.
That's right. When he realized he had crossed her T and dotted her I, bitch, he should have known that with the second she gets the opportunity, she's going to come for me. I would have thrown her ass on the block faster than she could ski her little ass down a slope, because I'm telling you, I would not give that bitch a chance to canoe or whatever they do, or skedaddle or piddle or whatever they do. Yiddle, whatever the fuck this bitch do in the Olympics. I don't care. And then she thought they should have had this like kinship because they both are athletes. Let me tell you what, I don't know why you think that should earn you some rite of passage in this, because you're a sports person. I mean, clearly Julie Moonves works at the same, goes to the same gym as Jonathan, and she was still a bitch to him. So it doesn't mean that anybody should have any loyalty to you. I really don't give a shit who you are.
Hey guys, breaking news, the HOH comp starts in 90 minutes live on the feeds, just so you know.
Awesome.
The HOH is going to be live 90 minutes on the feeds.
Phelan, my mom said shit happens, if that makes you feel any better.
Well, it probably makes my mother feel better.
And my dad is in the chat, James Edwards. He says, more poop talk, can't get away from it. I do talk about it a lot.
It's
okay.
No.
I got an issue. I got a situation.
And how about that accidental thing today? Was it today or yesterday we were chatting? And then
I thought I was talking to just Deb, because when I saw the chat, I just saw the D and I thought it was just Deborah. I didn't know it was our chat. And I went to dinner last night, drank a lot of water it was my Olympics at a Italian restaurant. So I had to down a bunch of water before I ate my spaghetti. And I had to pee really bad, and I waited till I got home. And something about when I get home and I get out of my car, it starts to trickle. And so I can't run. I have to tiptoe slow. If you can just imagine this, and tried it with my knees locked to try to keep it in what hasn't come out yet. But anyway, yes, I almost pissed myself again. It happens. I got to get in the poisey pad. I'll be 42 in a month. I got a situation. I need to go to the freaking doctor. Okay.
I got a situation. Well, speaking of water sports, what did you think of Ryan Lochte's swimming pool that he got in there? Did he not look like he was being over dramatic there? I mean, let me tell you what, he looked like he was doing the swim from the 1970s. Like, it looked like some aquatic sports. Like, it looked like one of those women that do those hydro gymnastics. I was like, that's not how it works. You don't do it gracefully. You give it a show.
If you want to impress me, do some water ballet.
Also, can I say, Allison, that I think there's like pressure that comes at you, and it gives you tension so that you're swimming against a really strong tide. Can I tell you, if I set my ass in that to have a try, because I feel like somebody would be like, hey, Phelan, try this. I think it would like flip me out of the pool and send me up against the wall like I'd been shot with a fire hose because I'm so little and weak. I have got to get like for
Me too.
I would look like a hamster in a wig that was caught in downpour, bitch. It would not be cute at all. So I'm like, I got to give credit to him. He was making some strides in there.
You ever see those videos of people in Las Vegas that do the surfing thing that they have at the resorts and they're flipping and flying? That would be me. That would be me. Meanwhile, we'd shoot over to Deb straddling it. You understand what I'm saying?
I know, I understand what you're saying. Girls got to get some. But here's the thing: between the pool, the piano, the little computer laptop pad thing, whatever it is, and the laundry service, they are really, really getting catered to this year.
More than last year. I don't think they were catered to like this last year.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing their laundry for them. Instead of
wow.
Yeah, no, everybody's getting laundry service.
That's incredible. I want to now go on Big Brother.
And dry cleaning.
Just have my laundry done. Deb just wants to go to get in that pool. Hey, listen, I wanted to go over just some, little notes that I took during the show, if that's okay with everyone. Let's see here. One of the things that at the beginning, let's go back to the beginning a little bit. Ryan confided in Jonathan after the veto ceremony that he saw Natalie and Tamar doing a little kind of like fingertip palm thing when Ricky didn't use the power of veto. He saw it in the mirror. So,
and yet he still didn't put Lolo up the second time.
Right, and he still didn't put Lolo up. They did the whole celebrity breaking fake news. Anyway, which Kato Kaelin won. And Kato Kaelin, you obviously use a veto on Tom Green. Tom Green and Kato are, of course, together, and they go in the room and they're talking about, we're not voting for Kandi, we're voting for Jonathan. And then all of a sudden, Ricky's in there. I don't know when he came in, and he's like, hell no. And then Lolo comes in and goes, no, it has to be Kandi. We can't take this drama anymore. You want to know something? Kiss my ass. I want this drama.
Exactly.
This is the greatest thing ever. Kandi and Tamar, a gift from Jesus on this show. Do you understand me?
At least this season, 100%. Yes.
You keep that shit in there. And here's the thing. You keep that in there because then it kind of takes pressure off of you and the attention off of you and puts it on them and puts targets on them. Just keep on letting it go a little longer. Let them go after each other. Neither one of them are going to win, And
they're the only drama in the house right now.
Yeah, we need
it. And they're the only people that are bringing it to me, except, are you ready for this, ladies? Brace yourself. Hold
on. Let me get comfy.
Hold them down. Everybody collectively grab up boobs. Hold them down, because this was the face crack of the fucking episode for me. Final two. And the girl laying in the bed going, what? Final two. The other girl's like,
and they both kind of look at each other like, we knew you were there.
Yeah, exactly. Girl, do you think they're so stupid? Look, I know some of us have a tendency to tie our wig too tight, but Tamar ain't wearing one.
She's very perceptive.
She will be taking that information, trust and believe, and stop, putting it away in her Rolodex, and she will remember that these women were like final two. She's laying in bed with her cap on, her arm over her head. They kept cutting back to her face, and she's like,
I would have sunk deeper into that bed and become part of the comforter and just listened.
When the bitch realized that Tamar was laying right there, and every single second was filled with nothing but this deeply oppressive silence that made
Love
me
it.
so uncomfortable while I was sitting in my bathtub watching. And I was just, you ever see that gif with that little girl who's just like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what I did. Like, how could you be so stupid? How could you walk into a room, not look who takes stock of who is in the room, and be like, final two, final two.
They're amateurs. They don't know.
Everyone is saying that the jury is going to be bitter. Oh, my dad said our dogs start barking when Tamar hits those high notes.
Can I just say props to Ricky for keep on stirring that pot?
Yes.
Oh, Ricky, listen, I was listening to the live feed updates on RHAP with Taryn, and he was talking about how Ricky is just not impressed. He hates Tom Green. Like, he can't stand Tom, and he keeps riding him and giving him a hard time, and he just keeps throwing these shots. And one of the things that I love Tom Green and I like Ricky, but here's the thing. That is how you throw someone off their game. That is how you plant these seeds of doubt and make them feel bad about themselves, is where they start, you know what I'm saying? They start second guessing themselves. And that plays a factor in competitions because it throws you off your mental balance.
Right.
Yeah. So
that was very, very clever. And I thought that for somebody that's kind of staying under the radar, to go and do that, number one, the people he told that to, who did he say that to? He said that to Lolo, right? I think that was going to make Lolo trust him. It's sort of like, it's how you generate passive trust in people without looking like you're reaching.
Right. Well, Ricky he was talking to Ryan, and Ryan was talking about backdooring Lolo, and then he immediately goes into the girls' room and just blurts it out. And I don't know, I haven't been on the live feeds as much, so I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. People aren't putting 2 and 2 together with Ricky right now. Am I right or wrong?
No, they're not.
They're oblivious to him because they don't see him as any kind of threat or contender or anybody to worry about. The same way they're looking at Diana, whatever you want to call her.
Dina,
they're paying, they're paying too much. They need to be, it's like they're not paying attention to him. They're not paying attention to Joey and the blow dryer. None of it.
None of it.
And these two could possibly slide to final 2.
And I was going to throw out Kandi for fighting. Now, let me tell you, Kandi don't fight. I told you this before. I told you this. Kandi's not going to go looking for drama. She's not going to want to have a confrontation with somebody. Tamar will go and call a bitch out. It's inevitable. It will happen. It's already happened. She has called her out twice in just this one episode alone.
Right.
Wait a minute. Did you just laugh? Did you just laugh? Did you just laugh? Did you just laugh?
Laughing at her.
I got time for this laughing. I ain't got time for this. I was laughing watching it because I kept thinking
Me too.
I would do that. I would sit there and watch some craziest person ask me if I'm laughing, and it would just make me laugh harder.
I know. It's like I said on the show the other night, Phelan, I'm an animated person. I make faces. That's how I am. But when I'm like trying to have a heart-to-heart with someone and tell them how I feel and how they hurt my feelings, like with Captain Obvious, and they start giggling at me and I get upset and I'm like, no, if you're not going to take me seriously, then I'm not having this conversation. And they laugh and they're like, it's not you, Allison. It's just, I can't keep a straight face. Your eyes look like they're about to pop out your head and that bun on the top of your head is going what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I kind of feel like maybe Kandi was just kind of, like you said, mesmerized by this craziness. And she's like, I can't take this seriously.
Woman in front of her, shaking her neck, telling her off. And I think that Kandi she's never been somebody who sought confrontation. She's never been somebody who did well with it. She will temper herself. She'll look at you and smile. I think, you know how people laugh at funerals? I've
done it.
I think that Kandi gets awkward and she feels the awkwardness, and her response to it is to just smile. Like while somebody's having a go at her, she sits there and smiles. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it's to be shady. I don't think because she's a bitch. I think she just is like,
Yeah, when I get hurt, when I'm seriously hurt, I'm crying and laughing. I'm ugly crying with a laugh because that's how my emotions, like, I've lost my mind to the point where I can't stop laughing and crying at the same time. I mean, it's just, that's how some people are. Anti-Trump turd in the chat said, Kandi thought the beef was already squashed, so she laughed. I mean, guys, I don't know what the problem is. I still don't know.
Kandi didn't also want to talk about it in public. She didn't want it addressed because she was worried how it would affect her career or make her team look, because it had something to do with something outside the spectrum of the show. So you could see that Kandi was like, can we just not talk about this here? Can we talk about this after we leave the house?
Trash talking Tamar behind her back during the show, whatever show it is that they do. And she heard it, she overheard it, and she was hurt. And she was trying to just get it out in the open and let her know that her feelings were hurt and that she heard it. And, you know, I guess she just wanted to be acknowledged and maybe get an apology.
But see, Candy's response to that, Deborah, would be, you had like a year to pick up the phone and call me if you wanted an apology. Yeah. We're here on Big Brother. We're here on Celebrity Big Brother. There's 100 cameras around us, and we are live feeded, bitch. Like force feeded to these millions of little tiny bitches across the world.
She didn't know that. She probably had no intention even talking to her, and then she's thrust upon her into the Big Brother house. So she's gonna have to, confront her to clear the air, so she feels better about the situation. And so she tried to, and she laughed in her face.
And it ended up, she's just all, it sounded like my fucking cat coughing up a really aggressive fur ball.
Yeah,
I hear it every day.
But it's just, God, can I just say that this is such a better cast than last year? Can I say it?
Spectacular. It is spectacular. And I will say it is, for me, already a better series than last. My cat just coughed up a hairball. It was like on cue.
Listen, really? Finley is swirling his cat box over here, so I think we might have a drop here.
I got a mic drop. I have to take mental stock of that, so when I get up in my high heels and I don't go flying across the room, you know how you do. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning, you're not looking forward to that hairball being there, and you kind of you're like Tom Cruise in Risky Business. You just go slide across the floor, right?
And it's in between your toes.
Yep, absolutely. This show for me, this series has so far been extraordinarily better than last year. The people are far more interesting. I love that Tamar is a super fan. I love that she gets this show. She knows. How many times does she look at a bitch and been like, I have seen this show. I know how this works. I know what this bitch is in here doing. I know. When they're in there in a room by themselves, and I know there's somebody leaves a room like they did to Ryan and Jonathan.
Oh my God.
And they were like, let's go. And just left them to sit there. I was like, that was discreet, wasn't it, bitch? That was discreet. Leave them all sitting there going, did you see that?
Listen, it is just in life in general. If you walk in a room and people stop talking, they talking about you.
Awkward. Exactly. How do you not know? Like, it was so weird. And can I just say that I'm kind of glad Jonathan's gone, because he ultimately ended up being my least favorite. And I'll tell you why he ended up being my least favorite. Even if I loved him beforehand, if I had ever seen Mean Girls or anything like that, I would have been so sick and tired of him just being everywhere I was. That he never let anybody stay alone for a single solitary minute. He was the nosy. He was the Alice Kravitz of the house. He was so nosy.
He was so
Kravitz.
To the point, even when nobody one is talking about anything, they was talking about, their private hygiene habits. Here he come walking in the room. And I love when Tamar and Kandi finally had to look at him and be like, bitch, be gone. We did not summon you. Leave. Give us time. Go.
Yeah, when he walked, are you talking about when he walked in, when they were all fighting, when Natalie and Lolo were naming their final two, and he just walks in the room and just stands there, and Lolo's like, seriously, dude, you need to leave. Like,
yes, just go for a minute, because he'd been everywhere. He's like the fucking hall pass person in the high school. He's like sitting there, stalking up and down every scene he's in. And if he isn't directly in the scene, he's standing somewhere in the background like Sean Spicer peeking over the bushes to make sure that nobody checks that he's there. I could not stand him. I had enough. I was like, I'm done with you, Jonathan. God, you were like, it's like fucking Where's Waldo in every kind of scene that's this show in. I don't care. You can go.
I even found myself when he would pop in going, what?
I know.
I'm not even in the house. What?
But
If I throw a stick, will you leave?
That's exactly what Andy Herron did in Big Brother 15. He was always in every single room. And he would leave shit behind in each room, so he had an excuse to go in every single room. So if there was a conversation going in the room, he had to go get his jacket. He had to go get his whatever.
Yeah.
The shady. Sorry.
They say it's okay. They said in the chat, Tamar would be a great strategic player if she removed her emotions from the game. What do you guys think?
I think
yes,
100%. I mean, the bitch done removed her hair. If you think she's got anything more attachment to emotions than she did her hair, you are dead wrong. Tamar is going to surprise you. This whole theatrical business about what she's doing with Kandi is purely not because she wants to be Kandi's BFF. It's not because she wants her and Kandi to bond once they leave the house. Like I said, she didn't call her up 6 months ago and be like, can we talk about what happened when we was on tour? It was purely to throw Kandi off her game, to leave Kandi in a space of limbo where she doesn't know where she sits with her. It is strategy all the way. Tamar knows exactly what she's doing, and she is watching every person. And the bitch don't even have to do much. She just has to lay in bed, and somebody comes in like, final two.
And
I know it just comes to her. It just comes to her.
And everybody is so annoyed by it. Just the thought that, let me drag her ass to the end, because nobody's going to vote for her because she annoyed everybody.
I love Tamar. She is my number one so far. She's giving me the closest thing I could get to New York.
Yes.
Since I couldn't have New York. She was giving me the closest thing to it.
Let's touch on some of the useless players real quick. Dina.
I thought you wanted me to put my boyfriend on camera. Sorry.
We're about to pick Finley up. Dina, anything? Anyone?
Completely
Deb.
But she's completely useless, but they need to take her out really quick because everybody's talking about how much they like her. But she has no shot at winning any competitions. But if her ass gets to the end and everybody likes her, she might accidentally freaking win. Get rid of her now.
Yep, I agree. Joey Lawrence.
He can go.
Joey who?
Yeah,
Joey.
Exactly. I think somebody said that tonight, didn't they? Joey who?
Ricky, but he was joking. He's got a weird.
He wasn't. He knows. Ricky's not stupid. He knew it. He knows that Joey is playing the low ball game. Joey is kind of just there to look good and blow dry his bald head. Joey doesn't even know what he's doing there. I don't think that Joey, we're going to expect anything remarkable from Joey. He's completely the dullest thing that has come across my screen since, the missionary position porn site for Christians. I'm like, this is it. This is just, I've seen this bitch before. This is, anybody can do what he's doing. There is nothing there that gives me any excitement. I'm not thrilled to watch him. He doesn't turn me on. I know that, remember last time, you guys all remember James Maslow?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right? Remember him? I thought that's who he was going to be. I really, really did. I thought he was going to be like James Maslow. He is so boring that he makes James Maslow look like somebody like a triple star athlete from Dancing with the Stars, X Factor, and America's Got Talent all rolled into one.
Oh my God.
This guy just needs to go. Joey who? That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Joey who?
Joey who? Joey who? Who?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to find y'all continue. I'm right now I'm trying to find that Twitter thing that that let me I'm scrolling. This is good. It's good. And I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to explain what happened to me yesterday when this came up. Hold on. These guys in this chat have a freaking conversations about
my
shit.
God. Tyler and what's his name? Kyle. They're constantly back and forth with each other. Both Allison and I have to mute the chat. We're gonna have to fess up. We mute the chat because they just chat.
I do at night because
phone goes crazy.
Yeah, I do at night because it. Fuck, I can't find it. Deb, can you put a link in the chat of that Twitter, and I can open it and share the screen real quick?
So while they do this, viewers in YouTube, hi guys. I figure while they're busy, let's just me and you have a little kiki, okay? So what I was thinking is I'm literally living for Tamar because I think that she's giving me, like I said, the closest thing that we've had to New York. It's everything I expected her to do. It's everything I wanted her to be. But I'm also going to tell you who I'm falling madly, massively in love with, which is Tom Green.
Love him.
I'm adoring the fact that he is able to laugh at himself, and he's kind of like how I picture the everyman would be if they were there. Like, just take an average person, dump them into a room of celebrities. And he's like, can I just tell you the funniest thing? It actually made me guffaw. Like, I guffawed when he said, I am now allied with Kato Kalin and the Mooch. Two people who have been the most controversial in modern history. Hollywood is weird. And I was like, could you be more relatable? Tom Green is like the most relatable person on the entire show. And it has made me absolutely fall head over heels in love with him.
Tom Green, I've been a fan of his for 20 years. I used to watch his show on MTV. Actually, when Captain Obvious and I started dating 19 years ago, one of the things that we did was watch the Tom Green show. This is the Tom Green show. It is the Tom Green show. Oh, it was so funny. Here's the thing. Can I share this real quick? The screen. Let me share my screen. And I'm going to tell you one. Okay, so this is the thing. Yesterday I got this. Someone please explain to me what the hell is Joey Lawrence blow drying on his bald head. And right there, you can see him. Joey Lawrence, well, there's Kato Kalin just pulling a Jonathan and watching. Actually, there's Jonathan pulling a Jonathan while Kato's doing the same thing. And there is, Joey Bludger. Let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. I'm sitting in my cubicle at work when this came up. I swear to God, I'm still laughing. I laughed first for about an hour and I could not stop. And I was sitting in my cubicle and somebody on the other side asked me, Allison, are you okay over there? Because she thought I was crying because I was holding it in. You know how you're like, that's what I sounded like in my freaking cubicle, trying not to piss myself again. Here we go. But yeah, that was the whole thing. Follow my next life, Debbie, on Twitter. It was hilarious. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, and I want to show something else, but I'll wait a second.
Yeah, that's for after hours anyway.
That really got me, but I'm sorry. I'm in a new setup right now, so I'm trying to get used to everything. This was what I posted during the show, and let's see here. Let me share my screen again. And the only word I just put it in the chat, and I said, I just can't with this guy anymore. Like, what the mirror, 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 mirror on the wall. Who's the most irrelevant player of them all?
God. I wonder how much he spends in Sharpies a year.
That is some high grade. He's checking
Oh,
to make.
Wait, he's got hair. It's just like
buzzed.
It's just Sharpied on. It's like
it looks like it's kind of been like, that shoe polish that you get from Walmart that stains everything and leaves like It does kind of look like he's just done this. It looks all blotchy. You don't even look even. It looks like he's missed some points, honey.
Yeah, I think
That's just a
he
bald
must
spot.
like maybe he takes like a sponge, like one of those sea sponges that are little, the sea sponges. They're
Yes.
real
They're porous.
uneven.
They're
Yeah,
porous.
they're porous and uneven. So maybe he takes it and like puts the Sharpie ink on it and just kind of dabs it on his head.
Yeah, just kind of like, like what you do. You just kind of like when you decoupage. Is it decoupage? I don't know. I just really wanted to find a way to work in the word decoupage into something because
No, it's not decoupage.
it sounds right. We'll just, if it's wrong, we'll just pretend it's right because it sounds like it fits. He decoupages his head.
Yeah,
You know who he looks like right now?
Ryland from BBUK.
He looks like
Ryland.
he looks like, oh God, who's that guy? Edward Norton in American History X.
Oh, well, kind of. Yeah, he does.
Doesn't he kind of look like him right there? He's just, missing the big swastika on his chest, but it just popped in my head. I'm not saying that to be ugly, but maybe.
Edward Norton was hot in American History X.
Yeah, he was. He was really
Joey
hot.
Lawrence thinks he's going to get the new Batman movie. That's
Okay, what the fuck is this story about? Fill me in on this. What?
yeah. He wants to be the next Batman.
Maybe it was straight to like DVD.
No, it bypasses DVD. It goes straight to fucking Hulu. Like it's not even it's done. And it's not, and you only get it on the cheap Hulu. Like they won't even put it on the upgrade package.
Those free Amazon Prime movies.
Jesus. Are they?
I don't know. I
pay for that.
Like, yeah, if you get Amazon Prime, you get free movies.
Yeah.
Joey Lawrence being Batman.
He's such a waste of time in this house. But I really don't know that I can't say for absolute sure that in the end of this he's not going to have an opportunity to sort of like have his rise. Because nobody's taking any swipes at him really. I mean, genuinely, they were like, "We're just going to put you up as a pawn, right?" And then that ended up not even happening.
I just wanted to answer a question in the chat. No, Tom Green did not mention his one nut tonight. Thank you, Jesus. And Jonathan did not mention Mean Girls.
Yes, I think they both did.
Did they during tonight's show? Not during tonight's show, did they?
I think he said something about like I would give my right nut. Oh wait, I already did. Was that tonight or last night, girl? Because I sort of live in like this dystopian timeline where I can't tell yesterday from today. Was that tonight?
That was Wednesday. No, because I was seriously, I'm on Nut Watch and Mean Girls. So I'm taking about tally.
Unless Dina picks up the Mean Girls torch and starts running with it, which I gotta say, you know what? Dina could quickly take a turn for me. If she suddenly does a fast left and suddenly she turns into like the wicked stepmother from Cinderella, and she starts tying up her hair, wearing heavy eyeliner, and talking in a deep voice where she's going to like kill you in your sleep. If I will suddenly become a Dina stan. Like, give me the wicked stepmother that beat Drew Barrymore and Ever After. I want a villain in Dina. I don't want her to be Little Miss Nice Lady who cooks.
You want drunk Dina. You want drunk Dina.
I want nasty. Give me the mean girl. If you're gonna be there, don't just be. Look, this is not a retirement home in Miami, bitch. Do something interesting.
You can't hide behind Jonathan now.
Yeah, Jonathan's gone. He tried to blame her also in his exit interview about, well, it's just protecting Dina, because Lindsay would be mad at me. I don't give a Lindsay would do what? Who cares if Lindsay Lohan is mad at you?
Exactly.
Take that as a positive thing.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, to me, he stuck his neck out on the line, is what she said. You put your neck on the line to save her. It could have been her up there instead of you.
Right.
And then Joey probably would have went home.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that, again, we right back to him playing just too confident. He had, like, the dude had enough balls that he could have given one to Tom Green and still had two to spare because he was so over cocky. I was like, this is just, you're too much for me, dude. I thought you were going to be like a cute little, like, I feel, Tyler, take notes, bitch, if you ever get on Big Brother. This is exactly what you don't do. This
Right.
is what you don't do. Don't go in there and presume that everybody loves you and everybody's your best friend.
Right.
I really felt like that he did himself a great disservice walking in there feeling like he had been coached by people, like he'd been taught what to do, aligning himself with Ryan Lochte, thinking he was the brains of the two, like Pinky and the Brain, right?
Pinky and the Brain. That's exactly what I said about them.
Yep, exactly. What anyways,
Someone-
and you know, besides Kandi, Tamar, Tom Green, and Ryan Lochte, and the bitch that just went home in the mooch being a total setup, I can't remember who the fuck else is there.
Well, you know, Kato's there, Ricky's there, Lolo. Natalie is kind of, I forget she's there half the time.
Is she the purple hair girl?
Yeah, the wrestler.
You know what?
Okay.
Tonight's going to be a endurance competition, so we might see Natalie. It depends on what the endurance is. If it's the wall, Natalie's winning that.
You think so?
Yeah, she's tiny.
Some people in the chat are saying this might be Julie's last year, so she wants to go out the bank. Can I just say, since her husband got caught getting blowies from everybody under the sun at CBS and it getting covered up, she's really sassy.
Oh yeah.
Like
She's bitter.
she's super bitter, salty,
She's
sassy.
an angry bitch, and I
have-
can't say that I blame her.
I love it.
I'm
not
looking
gonna-
for it. Yeah, I'm not complaining.
The first time that we were covering Big Brother, Phelan, she said, I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Oh my God, we all flipped out. And the first thing I said on my show that night was, hello, I'm Allison Kelly Moonves. And welcome to my weekly meltdown.
And do you notice she's never stopped saying this?
Nope.
This is how has been her sign off ever since her husband was accused of exploiting his power to take women down in exchange for sex. Like if he gave them sex, he would give them their career. If they wouldn't, he would destroy their career.
Right.
And then she's like, let me take your last name.
Yeah, I want.
Call me by your name.
He's not getting that big bonus now
Bitch.
from CBS,
No,
and
I
she's
thought
the
I had low
breadwinner now.
standards.
Do what?
I thought I had low standards. This bitch is taking his last name now. It's like, I would be having everything you got, bitch.
Yeah,
It would not be that. I would be working out that way for you.
Well, he's not getting that bonus now, so you know.
It don't make a difference. You know they got like a $300,000 million yacht. Is that
$300,000 million. Yeah, it's a number.
okay?
I
Well, we'll just,
I
I
concur.
have it right in my head, so we'll just say that. I'm thinking that he's got like just take care of everything he's got and retire, bitch. You don't need him anyway.
They said he is worth $700 million.
Yeah.
What would you do? If I had $700 million, Allison would own an island and just
on
a
the
fucking
island.
pier.
I would
We'd
get
all
a
live on it.
lifetime supply of cigarettes and Coke. Not blow, guys. So don't even
Coca-Cola.
right. Lifetime supply of cigarettes and Coke. That's all I need.
It would
And a
be.
maid to clean my litter boxes. That's all I
Here's-
need in life.
yes.
Maintenance.
We'll be on Allison's island. Me, you, and Deb. My cats. We're all of our cats.
Yes.
We'll have maids clean our cat because I would give anything for someone to scoop my cat shit. I did it before the show tonight, and I'm like, what am I feeding? How is this coming from Indoor Meow Mix?
Right, exactly. And it's just like I think the bodies do gross things. I'm like, you know what I get might get at least Finley's loving. He like tolerates you. He'll sit with you.
He's loving.
Like, oh,
right?
I'm sorry.
I
Squeeze me.
feel like my cats just like they're oblivious to me. Did you see the picture I put of like I had to make my cat wear a hat the other day?
It was so cute, though. Do you know what would happen to me if I tried to put a hat on Finley? I'd have no skin left on my hands or my face.
No, my cats are loving. I make out with my cats every day. My God, they won't stop kissing me.
See, my two girls, Lily and Phoebe, are like that. But Finley, he's like, I'm going to sit in your lap and I'm going to purr and I'm going to make muffins and I'm going to be happy and I'm going to let you touch me for a few minutes. But then when I start biting the fuck out of you, that means stop. And then I'm going to start growling for no reason to the point where you're paralyzed in fear to where you're almost pissing yourself on the couch.
That's exactly what he does.
I one time brought in a stray that did that to me, and I was pulled up on my couch standing there for an hour and a half while it growled at me from the floor. until I let it back out the door. Apparently it was a feral cat. I didn't know that. And I coaxed it in the house with a raw chicken tit. And I was like, come in here. And then when I got it in, I closed the door thinking it would want to live with me, but it did not want to live with me, bitch. It scared me so bad. It just went tearing through my house, running through things, ripping through cords, knocking lamps over. I curled up on my couch in the corner of my house. I was like, God, Jesus, this cat's going to kill me. This cat's going to kill me. I had to inch across my wall, standing on the back of my sofa to my door, kind of open up the door, kick it open, and then open the screen door till the cat could run back out, bitch. Let me tell you what.
Phelan, you're describing my daily life with Finley.
It was a 911.
I've done the sniper crawl across my living room to get the fuck away from Finley. And him just stare at me, just.
Oh God!
Every day, Finley's trying to kill her.
I sent Deb another video of me petting him the other night, and he just bit the shit out of me.
Like, I follow Finley on Facebook because he's basically kind of like the personification of me. He doesn't really care for anybody.
Doesn't give a shit.
He's tolerant a little bit, but he doesn't really like anybody. He gives you his time sometimes, but it's always measured, and you never know when he's going to flip like a switch. I'm like, that's sort of like Finley's like my spirit animal kinds of thing. But here, I do have a question, though. I really want to press you guys before we run out of time.
Okay.
I want to know, because Deb took stock, right? She made a list. Deb made a list of her ranking regarding likability. I want to know who has changed your opinion the most to them from the casting announcement.
Ryan.
Ricky. I've changed my opinion on Ricky.
Yeah, slightly my opinion on Ricky. I'm still on the fence with him. He's a shady motherfucker, I'm going to have to say. Although, I mean, he still has that calming energy, but I think he really clashes with Tamar, and she really tries him.
I love that, though. Yeah. I love that. But wait, tell me what your impression was versus what you think now, because your opinion changed from what to what. Did you think he was just going to be invisible and warp into the walls, and now he's kind of stepping forward and surprising you somehow?
Yeah, it's him stepping forward and being a little more strategic and wanting to stir the pot to throw people off their games is surprising, because I thought that he would be a little more quiet and, just do the readings and just be, a Zen kind of guy.
You're talking about Ricky? You're talking about Ricky?
Ricky.
Yeah, I agree, because when I saw him, I thought he was going to kind of be maybe a little bit like Meta World Peace, kind of the athlete, the jock, and just kind of go, oh, I don't know if I want to be here, because Meta kind of ruined it for some people. Mm-hmm. But Ricky has kind of embraced it, and okay, anti-Trump turd. He's saying, oh, Ryan is dumber. Okay, yeah, he is dumb. I thought I can't read. I thought it's anyway. Here's the thing. Ricky has really planted seeds, and people are not onto him. And I think that is amazing. Another person that's kind of like Joey, I thought for sure Joey, who's been on Dancing with the Stars, who's been on competitive shows, I thought for sure he would come in and have a mindset in play. I don't know why. I just thought he would. And he has disappointed me. I knew Dina would be like a hanger on the wall. Just, what the fuck ever. I didn't think that she would be the, who was it last year? The drunk white blonde chick. What's her name?
Brandy.
Brandy. I thought she'd be the Brandy, and she's not. Yeah. She's nothing. She's nothing like that. Now, I didn't have any real knowledge of Tamar or Kandi, so I didn't have anything to go on. So I really didn't have a preconceived notion. Kato, I thought would just be Kato Kalin, and he's just being Kato fucking Kalin. And I knew Tom Green would be Tom Green. He's just freaking hilarious, but he's a little more subdued, and I kind of like that. Lolo, I watched her on The Challenge, what was it, Stars versus Champs, and I knew she was competitive. I knew this would eventually come out. Jonathan, I didn't really know much. I don't watch freaking Cake Boss, okay? So I don't know anything about that.
Cake Wars.
See, exactly. Like,
I actually do watch that. So
okay, sorry.
Sorry, Deb.
Sorry.
Okay, I wanted them gone.
What do you think about Lolo flipping off the pictures of Jonathan? And do you think Ryan should be afraid now?
Ryan should be very afraid.
Because his bestie that she also flipped off just left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's vicious. She's going to cut throat. I'm telling you. If you've ever seen her on the challenge, she's very she is one of those people that is so competitive they can't take losing. I mean, it is very apparent. She tried not to be competitive during the first HOH competition, and you saw how long that lasted. So she's going to cut throat the minute. They're saying in the chat.
And she's teamed up with Natalie.
I think Lolo will gun for Tom. Ricky is being mean to Tom. Yeah, Ricky is kind of being a little shit to Tom. One of the house guests asked Tom to do a comedy bit, and Tom Green said, "No, I can't do that. It's not the same as being on stage." And Ricky was like, "Well, aren't you a comedian? Shouldn't you just be able to do it?" Can I say something real quick? I've done stand-up. You can't just do a routine. It is not the same thing. And excuse me, Tom Green has been a comedian for over 20 years. So he knows what he's doing. Don't question someone like that. Are we going to, I mean, whatever.
And then the other issue with that is that, he's trying to sell tickets to his stand-up comedy routine. He's not just going to give it away for free on the live feeds.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of jokes about his nut. I mean,
it was really kind of unfair of them because he's not there to put on a performance for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's there to be himself. And what the best thing about Tom Green so far is that his presence is it's like ironic. He is like a real person living in the Truman Show and completely self-aware of how bizarre his situation is. And I love that about him because he will be the first one to point out how strange and weird something is, even in his confessionals. And that's why I live for his confessionals, because it's exactly what we're all thinking.
I can relate. I can really, really relate because I would be the same way. And he has a little bit of social awkwardness to him. And so do I, you know. So I think that he's, I just think it's funny that he's with Kato. I mean, Kato Kaelin and Tom Green, who would ever thought this dynamic duo would ever get? I think it's great. I think it's hilarious. I just think
I like Kato Kaelin, though. I like him.
Kato Kaelin is
not giving us a reason not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just so nice.
Tell me this in a week.
Yeah.
I still like him. Yeah, I think he's just super nice.
Because you know how this goes. Our opinions change literally the minute it dwindles down as we get more coverage, as we see more of these people, as eventually they forget that the cameras are there because this becomes a routine. And their personality starts to come out. We start seeing people for who they are and not for who they want us to see.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are still, except for Tom Green, a lot of them are still in I'm a performer mode. Kandi Burruss is the biggest performer in there still. Yes. I want to see her. She will, if she stays in, eventually drop the uncomfortable gritting and not wanting to ruin her brand and lose her shit.
So that's the difference between Celebrity Big Brother and regular Big Brother. Most of these people don't have a brand. And if they do, it is not to the magnitude of these celebrities. Right. So you go in there and, Fessy from Big Brother 20, he had Fessy Fitness, but he wasn't thinking about that he really wasn't thinking about anything when he was playing the game, let's be honest. But, you can't think about things like that. And yes, I do feel like she still has on the mask and she's still hiding behind it. I don't feel like Tamar is hiding. Tom Green is not hiding. I don't
Joey
think
Lawrence definitely Joey Lawrence is faking. Joey Lawrence
Lolo's not. I don't think
Lolo's not. No, because if Lola was faking, she would definitely be far more tempered, and she would be trying to passively work her way through each scenario without drawing too much attention. She went straight up to the wall and flipped off 2 pictures in front of the people, right? And then you have. Who was the bitch that walked in there and was like, final two? No.
Natalie. I think she still has a mask on too.
She's not smart enough to pretend. This bitch is the dumbest player I have ever seen in Big Brother history. She is completely not present. She
Right.
is just sort of traipsing around like she's in some luxury hotel room in Switzerland somewhere, enjoying a time off, and she forgets that she's playing a game. And to her, final two was just like something cool and something neat and fun to say walking into a room where you see your bestie sitting on the floor, forgetting that there's 8 other beds in the room and somebody might be in one.
Have you ever been in a situation like that? Like where I used to work 15 years ago, there was like 4 different offices in 4 different states. And so we had MSN Messenger and we would message each other in other offices and stuff. Well, I work in this department that I was in. It was just us like 4 ladies, and the 3 of us were like totally over one of the women that we worked with, and she was going on and on about this Christmas photo that she was going to take with her kids, and she wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. And she was like, and everyone has to wear a red sweater, and this, or I'm going to get pissed. And I sent a message. I thought to my other coworker, dude, I'd wear a yellow sweater just to piss her off. I wish she'd shut the fuck up. Dude, I sent it to her. And she goes, well, why don't you tell me how you really feel in the chat? And I'm like, okay, well, now you know. Sorry.
So you didn't try to cover it up and be like,
no, I didn't try to cover it up. I just let it go because what was I going to do? You can't get out of it. If I had been Natalie, I would have been like, oh, fuck, Tamar, no disrespect. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I'm an asshole. Own up to it. It's a game. These kind of things are going to happen. People have final twos. Tamar even said, it's a game. Everybody's got a final two somewhere. Just calm down. It'll be.
But you don't usually tell. You don't usually blow it out of the water. A couple episodes.
These are celebrities we're dealing with here. Okay.
Right. Exactly. I that was so lazy.
You know what I really need? I need a Tamar HOH.
I need a Tamar HOH too.
With HOH-itis.
With
Like
bacon.
full on HOH-itis.
Tons of bacon.
And bacon. Oh, her eating bacon in the diary room.
Yes.
Has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Has been absolutely. She has given me everything I wanted from her. And I told you she was going to be the showmaker of this series. And so far, she's proven everything I've said absolutely right. And I'm so pleased. I'm so happy that she didn't go in there and try to be like Little Miss Mary Church going woman. She went in there on fire. She runs around that house. And I got to say that when she told Lolo, punch you in the throat.
She went into fight mode. Like, don't be. That's just slang. That's like me saying, "I'm gonna smack you." Shush.
I know, right? But can I just say, like, I make remarks like that all the time to my friends.
Yeah.
Like, there is no malice. There's no intention. You aren't really going to have to put a restraining order on me, bitch. There's no, like, everybody knows, right? I feel like Lolo knew, but she made a big, was it Lolo? Or was it the other girl?
It was Lolo.
Okay. It made a big deal out of it to try to kind of like hang the coat on her that she's the violent, angry, dangerous person.
It was stereotypical. I felt like she was going the kind of painting her to be the stereotypical angry Black woman. And I didn't think that was fair.
She tried to hang that coat on her hook, and she wanted to paint her as that. And I knew that immediately that she wanted her to be the angry Black woman because she was like, oh, got up, storms across the room. And even Tamar, who's usually more, you don't play with Tamar. She will jump up and come after you in terms of like, if you confront her with something, if you misunderstood something. Tamar literally was sat there like, are you being serious right now? Are you being for real?
Yeah, are you for real?
Are you really that white, bitch?
I love it.
Are you really that white that you don't get like you don't sit with your friends and be like, oh girl, somebody needs to knock you lopsided. Oh, whatever. You really this upset.
I have told my son, you are lucky you are not within choking distance of me right now. Do you think he called the child abuse hotline?
Right?
No.
I was really surprised. I was absolutely baffled that Lolo had that response because it was so over the top. It was so unnecessary. And what it really did was, to me, it painted Lolo in a really negative light because it shows she's trigger happy.
Yeah.
She's really trigger happy. Like, I don't think it's going to take much to set her off. She has already proven to be one of the most hostile members of the house, like the most combative. And I don't mean that in like a good athletic kind of way. I mean, like the kind of bitch that will punch somebody in the throat. She's coming across really aggressive.
She just needs to get laid.
Apparently, I'm not a fan of somebody who can't take a joke. I'm for real. Like, I'm serious. I can't deal with people who can't laugh. Like, I love to make jokes. I'll poke fun at myself. If I can laugh at myself, bitch, I'm definitely going to laugh at you.
Oh, please.
Right? You're not allowed to be my friend.
If you tripped in front of me, I'd die on the floor.
And if you didn't, I would think that something was wrong with you. Like, for real, we're not here to all sit and cry. That's not the whole reason we have many reasons to do that. But for God's sakes, let us have a laugh. Let us joke. Let's not look for reasons to be offended.
Yeah.
And Lolo and Tamar, from that point onward, I think Tamar has picked up that Lolo is going to try to paint her as a villain, as somebody who's a threat, not in terms of an athletic way, but it's just like she's probably going to go around and be like, she said she was going to punch me in the throat.
Do you think that Lolo would target Tamar?
I do.
I think she would. And listen, Lolo hasn't even been put on the freaking block yet. And she's acting like this. What do we think of a Tom, Cato, Dina, HOH? I would die of boredom if Diana won HOH, I'd freak out. I don't think I'd do a show that week.
I would take it, and let me tell you why I would take it. It would give us a chance to see what she can do.
Well,
it would get her ass up off the couch. It would make her. We've not seen this bitch dance yet, and this is a competition. Right? She's so far, just stayed so far below the radar, so far off people's maps that people have forgotten that she's really, really there. And the only reason her name come up tonight is because of how disposable she is. No blood on your hands. You get rid of somebody who has no friends, has no allies, and hasn't made any moves because they're sitting there, just kind of like counting the dots on the ceiling.
Right.
Not a big deal. No loss to the game. Right.
Right.
If she wins head of household at all ever, I think we're going to have to see her play the game. And that's when we see people come out of their shell. That's when they have to rise to the top. That's when they don't get to float underneath the surface anymore. That's when they have to show who they are and you have to give yourself away in a little bit. Because when you're HOH, people gravitate to you. You are suddenly a magnet for all the good, the bad. And you know what? I will say something really, really important, which is rare. So listen up. Listen up. When the guy who won the veto tonight, I can't remember his name because Kelly, who's the dude? No, the dude who won the veto.
Ricky Cato?
Ricky, yes.
Ricky.
When he won the veto, he said to them, not a single one of you motherfuckers came up and talked to me to try to save your ass.
They did. They did.
Not a single one of you. So you know what? I had to be like, he's right. He's absolutely right. Because if you have that veto or you had a household, everybody should be gravitating. I know I would be like, what can I do for you? I mean, do you want a foot massage? Do you want, my teeth come out? I can get a blowjob. What are we going to do, girl? I mean, just keep me for another week. How are we going to get through this? Let's work through this. Don't forget me yet, honey. Let's stay on board. Like, I got something at least, like,
we're in this together.
We're in this together. We got this. I got your back. You got mine. Like, I would have been selling myself like I was a hoe on Front Street and it was dollar day, bitch. I would not have been. And they all just sat there, all of them. Like, it was irrelevant to them whether they stayed or went, or they were too secure and felt too safe. And when he put that little thing away and said, I'm not using it, girl, I would have sit up and say, yes, bitch. That's exactly what I would have done too. None of your asses want to be here.
One of the mistakes in Big Brother is people tend to look over others that they don't think are very important and aren't doing anything. And even in that moment of having the veto, they still continue to treat those people that way. Mm-hmm. And it's like, look, I'm in a position of power too. you should come up to me. You should try to make a deal. Even if it seems hopeless, you need to do everything you possibly can to stay in the game.
That's right.
You really should.
Jonathan messed up. Jonathan messed up big time.
Right. He's so confident that he was safe with Ryan.
With his alliance that he made.
Multiple alliances. He put his chips in the wrong place, and he thought he had this game sussed from the second he walked in there. And this is what I love about Celebrity Big Brother versus all these other little reality shows that we got going on, right? This is why I'm here for this, bitch. This is why I would not sit down to talk to you about any version of Big Brother in the world anymore, except for Celebrity Big Brother. And this is why, because I have seen so many of these boys with permanent erections and these girls with perky tits, and they're all in their 20-somethings, and they all the same, the Debbies, the Bro Dudes, and the Oddballs. You give me something like this where we have people who are actually interesting to watch, and they are not just interesting, they are diverse, they are age variants, they all bring something different to the table, and they will give you an unexpected show. I will tell you, but I've not seen a series of Big Brother that has been more entertaining than the last two of Celebrity Big Brother, nor would we ever have seen at the end the two sitting there that won last series. It would always, it never works that way.
It's ironic how it's more of a diverse cast with celebrities than it's more of the old school Big Brother back in the early days when they really had a real age range and body type, and it was very different. Now, are you going to watch the show if I'm on it?
Absolutely. I will watch it if you're on it, because see, number one, you're not 20 with perky tits.
That's right.
So I don't have to hate you, right?
I don't even have tits.
I'm not going to go in and hate you. Like, I can't stand the casting people of all these shows. I just can't stand. They are it's the most narrow perspective of any casting show. That's why I'm here for Celebrity Big Brother, because this is the show that will give you a reflection of different people, of different walks of life, of different experiences, different cultures, and different career paths. And when you have an athlete like Ricky in the same house as an athlete like Lolo, or a singer like Tamar in a room with Joey Lawrence, I mean, come on, that is something's going to stir. Something is going to stir, and they don't have to be jumping in bed together, taking off their top, doing all this nonsense like Love Island shit. Sorry, no offense, because I know you do the Love Island recaps, bitch. I'm sorry, but anyway,
what?
I'm sorry. No shade, but God, I'm living for this, because I want to see. I'm telling you what, I feel like Dina Lohan, who has been laying under the radar, is going to come out like a snake, and I want her to.
I will eat my words if she becomes HOH and that happens. I will eat my words. I will write them on a piece of paper and I will eat them.
Even if she doesn't become HOH,
but I'm a spitter.
I don't think she. I'm a squirter, so we're on the same page. I'm honest. So like I feel like no matter what happens, even if somebody close to her wins HOH, let's watch Dina scramble, because that's what they should do. If she scrambles and she starts moving them legs, and little chicken legs she's got, I'm gonna be behind her. I'm gonna back her horse. I'm gonna back horse, because that's still doing more than Joey Lawrence is doing. Mirror, mirror,
mirror, mirror on the wall.
But we'll see what happens. It's all up in the air. Do we have a running favorite yet? Mine is still Tom Green and Tamar.
I'm still on the same page with you. Tom Green's been my number one since day one, so I'm sticking with him.
Deb?
Oh God, no! Like, things have changed. Like, as far as favorites, I'm loving the Lolo Natalie duo, and I'm hoping they do well. But they got to get rid of Ryan.
Are your hopes still up for them after her walking in there being like, final two? Do you still think they're smart enough to do well? Do you think they can turn that around? Or do you think Tamar's going to go babble?
I think they can.
If I was Tamar, I would be tattling.
Yeah, if they can get rid of Ryan, I really think that they could go far if they could get rid of Ryan. So we'll see. But I love Tamar too. I freaking love Tamar.
And her bacon.
Right. Well, with that being said, if that's it, I guess we're gonna wrap it up real quick. You guys have anything else you want to add?
Yes, I think that I am living beneath the jolly green fucking giant. Have you heard the stomping up here? Okay, I don't know if you can hear it, but like you guys, when we first got on the call, I was screaming like a lunatic.
I
Well,
can't. No, I can't hear it, but I believe you. When living in apartments, that just yeah.
I don't
Like-
know what's going on up there, but it's got to be the jolly green giant. And I don't know what. Yeah, I'm about to go crazy. So
Just beat on the ceiling with a broomstick.
bitch,
Well,
Brace
Braxton
yourself.
did.
They might shove it up your ass.
I got power tools. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
so she'd like the broomstick then.
Yeah. Broomstick's nothing, honey. I
All
got
her
a
power
drill.
tools are under her bed.
Bitch, I got a Dremel.
Is that what they calling it now?
Yeah.
That's
No,
my
you
safe
don't-
word.
You don't know.
Safe word. My safe word's ow. Okay. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, Phelan. I know you don't want to be stalked on social media.
You best not. I'm always in trouble, and I say nothing of any interest. I'm too polar, bipolar.
And you can find Debbie on Twitter at My Next Life Debbie, DEBI. And where else can they find you, Debbie?
Front Street.
Burn Street,
That's
crotchless panties.
working that corner. You can follow me on TV Party app at Deborah G. You don't need to follow me on Facebook. You just don't. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, guys, please subscribe to my weekly meltdown on YouTube. You will get notifications when we go live with my little crap shows. And please follow my cat Finley on Instagram. He is at 70, almost 70 followers. He is Finley's _insty, FINLEYS_INSTI. And please follow me on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. And you don't have to spell the dot. It's actually a period. Okay. I have to explain that to people sometimes. Also, you can follow me on the Twitter twat at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. Please like my weekly meltdown on Facebook. Again, thank you so much, Phelan, for coming in with us. I'm hoping you will join us regularly on Friday evenings. If you're free, it'll be the ladies' show.
See you next Friday, bitch.
Next Friday.
Yeah, it'll be the ladies' show because Tyler
has a life.
has a life.
We just live vicariously through Tyler.
He got a new boyfriend. That's what it is. He's got
okay. So OT getting the D. Go on, boy.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
And if you guys want to have any thoughts or anything, please comment below, or you can shoot us an email at memphisdarling@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for watching. We will be back Monday night at 9/8 Central, give or take a few minutes following Celebrity Big Brother. Again, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it, and have a good evening. Good night.
This is